Hey, happy Friday. It's the Marshall Turner Cooking Show. Not only do I work on guitars, I am one hell of a cook. This recipe is a recipe that was handed to me by my great-grandmother and my mom, who I learned from both of them. I was young enough and old enough to learn how to do this. Here are the ingredients: bacon, some summer sausage or bratwurst, whatever, pork sausage, Johnsonville Italian sausage, and 2 pounds of hamburger. Yeah, it makes a lot. You better be hungry. This is a great Thanksgiving meal. 1 onion that I will have to dice, and 1 steamed head of cabbage. You'll see what I do with that. Some sauerkraut, some beef broth. And I failed to buy Uncle Ben's instant rice. You have to use instant rice with this. And I didn't want to walk all the way down to the big grocery store, if that's what you want to call it. So I went over to the 4th Street Market and got Tasty Bite organic basmati rice. My hope is that that is instant enough that I can use it in this recipe today, and it'll turn out good. Again, onion, blah blah blah. So I've got a little bit of process to do here. I'm going to chop up an onion. Oh yeah. And I got my, I better turn that back on because my coffee will get cold. Let's take a look at chopping an onion. This is a very basic kitchen skill. Oh, sorry. Let's see. You just got to chop it. And I usually don't chop off the root part of it. I'm going to need about half of this guy. And yes, I keep my knives very sharp. Having to work to slice something is no fun. See that? Pretty simple. Marshall Turner Cooking Show. This is a new thing. Man. Really enjoying my day. Saturday. Small Business Saturday. Hope you all are out supporting small businesses. So we're going to dice this up. Basically, you don't have to dice it really. You just want to cut it into small pieces because it will get cooked into the whole mixture. Yeah. Alright, so there's my method for dicing an onion, slicing an onion, breaking it into bits. Yeah, there it is. And we'll get back to this in a moment. And should I eat this? I'll fry it up. Yeah. Peace, y'all. Alright, so I had about 2 pounds of hamburger. I have put about 1.5 pounds in there. I have put 1 pound of the Italian sausage, or the other sausage, and then I put 1 pound of this sausage in here. And this is how we measure shit in my kitchen. I need some black pepper. I needed about, a tablespoon. What do you think? Let's use a little more. Fuck it. There we go. I said the F word. Well, fuck it. That's how you measure shit. Alright, so here we are back in my kitchen. Oh, tear. Okay, this is vegan. Okay. And it appears to have already been pre-cooked, at least partially. So I think this stuff will work pretty well in place of Uncle Ben's, whatever name brand you want to buy. Uncle Ben's is probably owned by Walmart. Yeah. Alright, so by the way, I purchased most of my ingredients from Safeway here in LeGrand. They have the stuff and made it easy for me to get it. So you've got your rice, your salt, your sausage, your hamburger, and this is the fun part. You get to mix all this up. Now, I don't have like huge bowls, so I've used a bowl that is a bit too small for this purpose. But, you gotta make do. You're a single, friendly, fun dude. And you gotta be able to cook a little bit. And there's only one of me. So, I have a bunch of big shit around my kitchen. I have 2 plates and 2 bowls. And then I have 2 small plates. And I have 2 even smaller plates for when I want to get fancy with myself, serve up a cup of tea. I can put my teacup on there. And with the leftover sausage and hamburger, I mean, this is the fun part of this. With the leftover sausage and hamburger, I will mix it together and make some really killer sausage burgers out of that. Again, you know, I wish I had a bigger bowl because I'm going to be dropping stuff all over. But that's okay. You know, it's my kitchen. It's nobody complaining. And I like cleaning. I cleaned my floors, all my floors in my house today. It was really fun. My cabbage is still steaming. But my hands are a mess. Well, here we go. Bleh. Should go play guitar. Alright, so we got a jug of sauerkraut. Yeah, it says sauerkraut. Okay, it's German. Or Dutch. What? It's from that part of the world. And we got some onion all chopped. I'm going to go ahead and drop some onion on the floor. Yeah. It's my kitchen. I can do whatever the fuck I want, right? Oh gosh, I hope your children aren't watching this. Oh my goodness, I might offend somebody. Yeah, well. Okay, so I'm using a bit more onion in this batch. Every one is different. I'm not too picky. Okay, now we'll dump the sauerkraut in here. And, you know, I want some of the juice to get in there, but not all of it. No, so I'm being cautious. And again, you know, I don't have big, huge bowls here in my home because it's just one of me. It's the way it's going to be, apparently. By the way, I'm looking for a date. Anybody know anybody nice? Honest? They don't have to like sauerkraut. They don't have to anything. Well, they can't be racist. I wouldn't be into that. They can't be married. Done that. Okay. And they can't do drugs or drink heavily, you know. I don't care if people drink, but, you know, I'm not too picky. Okay. So, I've managed to save a little bit of this. And I'm going to take this extra sauerkraut juice and dump it in here. Yeah, it's not much, but it's enough. It'll make a difference. Alright, so all we do is just mix this up. The onion and the sauerkraut. Mixed onion and sauerkraut. Now here's a little trick for cooking. While you're cooking, mango spears are a wonderful snack. They are awesome. These ones are real juicy. Good healthy snack. I love them. Oh yeah, time for some bacon. Here we go. And having, you know, some good sized chunks of bacon is not a bad thing for this dish. You know, I've got some big ones and some small ones. That's what she said. Sliced bacon. And we will do something with this in a bit, but that's how you do that. I know, you're slicing bacon. How exciting. Alright, so this year I've decided to do something a little different. You know, if I got to spend Thanksgiving and the holidays by myself, I might go someplace for Christmas. Who knows? I might as well just do it however I choose. So I've put some turmeric and some cumin in there for the nutritional value. A little bit of diced onion, dried diced onion, some garlic powder, and some just non-salted seasoning. And we'll see how this affects things when it's all said and done. I could have just totally messed up. Oh yes, and let's do a little bit of bacon down in the bottom there. We'll start it off with a layer of bacon. And I still have a lot more work to do. Trust me. We're just getting started. This is just getting started. Alright. Alright, like I said, I'm going to cook this motherfucker the way I want. That's what my Grandma Gobby would do. She was an amazing woman. I wish y'all could have met her. So, I've steamed the cabbage, and I'm now removing the leaves. You call them leaves? I guess. I think they're leaves. That's warm. All right, this is a fun part. I love this. It's really fun to peel this cabbage apart. It's tricky. This whole process of making this is really a super fun process, and it actually is really simple. If you don't enjoy cooking or you haven't cooked much, if you follow my lead on this, as far as doing a really killer meal, get ready. Because my mouth is already watering, and I'm hours from getting able to try any of this. All right. Okay, so getting this cabbage head peeled, and that's pretty much all you do with that. Oh man, look at that one. Oh, that's beautiful. It looks like my brain, only it's greener. All right, so here we are with our peeled cabbage. That's a little piece. I'm going to throw that in the crock pot. Because keep in mind, all this stuff gets cooked for like 8 hours. So what we do, and as you can see over here in the crock pot, I've got a layer of bacon, some of my mixture of sauerkraut and onion, and then I've torn up a couple of leaves of cabbage. And now what we do is we take our meat and turn it into meatballs. You can make them, you know, so big. Use really lean beef, 95% lean, because the sausage adds a lot of fat content to that. You want to eat a low-fat diet, of course. You wrap the meatball in a cabbage leaf, like so, and you place it in there, like that. And you go through this process with your meat until you run out. And I try and make mine all, I don't know, a little bigger than a tennis ball. You know, there's no real rule. It's kind of like foot pedals for guitar. Yeah, there we go. There's a good one. Look at that, like a catcher's mitt. See, and they do look like your brain. Look, that's just your brain. Okay. So we're going to get a layer of these. And, you know, you don't have to be terribly organized with respect to getting the meatballs in there. You just want to get a good layer. I've got a smaller leaf of cabbage, so I'm going to make a smaller ball. And we'll wrap that. Yeah. You know, if you do small ones and big ones, you can really spice up the day. Never know what you're going to get, right? Throw some more bacon in here. Oh, and then, oh, guess what? It's time for a couple of bratwursts. Throw those in there, just like that. Do another little layer of sauerkraut and onion. All right. You don't have to be too specific. You don't have to be tidy. You don't have to be nothing. Just be you. That's what I do. Just be me. Uh-oh. My battery's getting low. I better plug my goddamn phone in. Time out. Okay, so as you can see, I have my bacon, all my meat, and my cabbage all in the barrel. Oh, I got the wrong jug of... Hang on. I need a different jug of beef broth, because this is the last thing you got to do. You got to put some beef broth in there. Now I've already fired up my crock pot, and I'll be running this on high for the next 7 to 8 hours. Yeah, whole jug of beef broth. I believe it's Swanson. Put the lid on there. Sit back, relax, and wait for the aroma to take over your apartment. Yeah, that's Thanksgiving. If you're single, eat this shit. Lots of iron, lots of bacon, lots of bratwurst. 8 hours from now. Oh man. Okay, so now that you have your crock pot full and cooking on high for a moment, you clean the fuck out of your kitchen. You wash all your dishes, you get your sink cleaned up, you get your dirty dishes put away, and you clean the shit up, right? You know, I've got some shelves there that I'm going to put up in my spare bedroom today so that I have a wonderful place for guests to stay. Not that I would ever have a guest come and visit me, but hey, I'll have a place for them to crash that's comfortable. Yeah, all right. So, she's been cooking for 7 hours straight. 7 hours now. And, oh my God. The smell in my home is just unbelievable. Well, good evening. Welcome to Galooski World. These are Galooskis after they're all done. I've got my knives from, what's that store in town? It's not, maybe it's Bella? Yeah, I believe so. Having a little try of the bratwurst. Oh, hell yeah. Oh my God. Okay. And I've got a couple meatballs here. This is a lot of food. You know, I usually don't eat a lot with my meals. I'm pretty careful. Oh, and by the way, don't worry about the music being played YouTube. This is original music that I wrote and recorded. And this is my drummer. If you can see him. There he is. I just, you know, I don't want to get accused of stealing anybody's music, right? Okay, so the hamburgers have rice, or hamburgers, meatballs, have rice in the middle, and I'm just going to cut this one in half so you can see what they look like on the interior. About half sausage and half hamburger, and some salt and pepper, and then sauerkraut, and bacon and cabbage to seal them all in. Oh man, I can't wait. My first bite of Galooskis, and I probably haven't made these for, it's probably been a year, maybe longer. Who knows? Oh my God. And you know, just straight up, the cabbage having been cooked in the sauerkraut and all the other seasonings that go into this, man, it is amazing, and it's very soft. It's been cooking in a slow cooker for close to 9 hours at this point. Oh my God. So, you know, invited some folks over for dinner tonight, and no takers. So, you know, got lots of leftovers. I'll be eating this for days. Really good stuff. All right, I gotta try this one more time with the bratwurst. Oh my God! Wow, that is really good. My mom would be proud. She would love this. Peace out.